So this is a story of Dorothy Forstein. She was married to her high school sweetheart, and she had three children with him, two from his first marriage, and those were Myrna and Marcy, and a son with him, Edward. On January 25th of 1945, she dropped her kids off with a neighbor and she went and ran some errands. When she got home, the neighbor said that she saw her arrive with a man walking up the sidewalk behind her, but she didn't think anything of it and went about her business. Well, as Dora reached her front door, this man attacked her and he beat her unconscious. The scuffle knocked the phone off the hook, and because live operators were used back in the day, the operator heard the altercation and alerted the police. Dora was found with a broken nose, a broken jaw, a fractured shoulder, and she had a concussion. When she woke up in the hospital, she said she had no clue who her attacker could be. They labeled it as an attempted homicide because nothing had been stolen, and they exhausted every lead they could, believing that it had to be someone that had wanted revenge against her husband Jules because he was a magistrate. Well, Dora became paranoid. She began locking her doors, locking her windows. People close to her say that she wasn't happy-go-lucky anymore. And then 5 years later, on October 18th, 1949, Jules phoned his wife to tell her that he'd be home late because he was attending a banquet. The oldest child, which was 19-year-old Myrna, was at a friend's house. Around 9 p.m., Dorothy called a friend. She arranged a shopping trip for the next day, and then her and her kids went to bed. When Jules got home about 11:30, he found Edward and Marcy in the bedroom crying, "Mommy's gone." 9-year-old Marcy told the police that she was woken up by a noise, and when she went into the hallway, she saw a man coming up the stairs. She saw her mom face down on the bedroom floor, and the man picked her up over his shoulder and began carrying Dora down the stairs. When Marcy asked him what he was doing, he said, "Go back to sleep, little one. Your mother's all right." As he patted Marcy on the head, he carried Dora out the front door and locked it behind him. There were no signs of forced entry, no physical evidence, no fingerprints. No one believed it, so psychiatrists actually evaluated Marcy and were convinced she was telling the truth. It's been 72 years, and no one has ever seen or heard from Dora again, and her abductor has never been found. As of October 18th, 1956, 7 years after she was last seen, she was finally pronounced dead.